The What Am I Talking About podcast is brought to you by these nuts. Ooh, you heard that R&B. You thought this was going to be some soft shit. Nah. What's up, though? This is the What Am I Talking About podcast where we don't know what we talking about, but we going to figure it out. I am your boy Trans, and right now I'm by myself. I don't got nobody with me, but that's okay. I got y'all. We going to go through this journey with each other. You know what I'm saying? That didn't even sound right. I don't even know. I'm brand new to this, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta bear with me a little bit. Let me rewind. We're gonna go on this journey together. You feel me? Right. So I created this podcast because honestly, and I'm just keep it real with y'all, my therapist told me I needed some type of activity to get into, something to do. As far as getting my feelings and emotions out, in a way, I guess. So instead of writing poetry, that's something I used to do back in the day, I was like, let me try something different. I see everybody doing podcasts. Let me do my own. Speak my piece about a couple of topics. Talk about a little bit about my personal life, and we see where it goes from there. So here I am. Now it's not just gonna be me. I'm gonna have a couple of people here with me. I got a couple of friends. They got some shit to talk about. I got some smart friends. So it's not just gonna be my ghetto ass talking about dumb shit. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are here with me today. I got shit I gotta get off my mind, off my chest. I want to talk about... What do I want to talk about? Where do I start? Let me think. Oh. Yeah. So last night, I was bored, laying in bed. It was about 2 a.m. So pretty late, and I was on YouTube. So, I'm scrolling through YouTube videos, I'm watching dumb shit, I'm looking at music videos, and I see R. Kelly dropped a new song called I Admit. So, when I saw this, I'm like, oh, shit, this nigga about to talk about everything. He about to talk about the rape case, the kidnapping, where he was tying women up and all kind of weird shit. P, you know what I mean? And so I listened to it. Now, the song is 19 minutes long, so the shit is really a mini-series. And I'm sorry, Kels, that's too long for me, man. I tried to bear with you with Trapped in the Closet, and that shit got weird, and I had to stop. This shit is weird. Everything you do is weird. So look, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I played a little bit of it. When I say a little bit, I mean the length of an actual song. So about 4 or 5 minutes. And one piece of this stuck out to me. He said he didn't know how to read. And, when I first heard that part, I didn't really pay attention to it because I'm like, all right, nigga, I'm trying to get to the shits or the piss, however you want to look at that, and figure out, like, are you really going to admit all the messed up shit you did? You know what I'm saying? As far as little children are concerned and urinating on them and all kind of terrible things like that. But the not knowing how to read the teleprompter at the award show was just, I had to go back and really think about it. Nigga, you R. Kelly. How do you not know how to read? Nigga, you got all these uh, amazing songs slash movies that you have written. You do a whole bunch of shit, nigga. You play instruments and all this stuff, and you don't know how to read. I look back at Trapped in the Closet. This nigga had to write a whole script. That shit was like 30 episodes. You know what I'm saying? If you not writing it, Quentin Miller is. This nigga Quentin Miller is everywhere. He's writing shit for Drake. He's reading shit for R. Kelly. I don't know what's going on. This shit is crazy, man. So yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, yo, this nigga does not know how to read. Wow, R. Kelly. I guess I can't say sex symbol now because that would be. He's not. He's the pedophile. And yeah. But how do you not know how to read? Anyway, that was one part that stuck out to me. Another part was he said he was touched as a little child. Now, I know a little bit about, the mental, the mind. I took a little psychology and, they briefly touched on situations such as, children who are touched when they're really young by a guardian or a family member. And, when they grow up, they become monsters, rapists, pedophiles, serial killers, all that crazy shit. It transformed them into being one of these things. And I'm just like, wow, you really could have. This shit doesn't work. If this is your way of saying, of trying to make an excuse for what you did, and let's get it understood. There's no excuse for the shit you did. No excuse at all. But if this is your attempt, it's not good. It's just not good. I don't want you telling me you got a problem, nigga. Like, I don't want the pedophile telling me, I was touched when I was little, so this is why I do my shit. No, nigga, like, I want a doctor to tell me that shit. It just feels like you can't school me on you, nigga, you crazy. So, that's how I feel about that situation. Why would you even bring more attention to yourself by doing this? You already had TMZ, right? Writing these articles about you kidnapping young girls and holding them hostage in your house, your mansion, and doing lewd sexual things with them. That the parents allegedly they didn't know about it. Whatever, that's a whole nother topic. You got the piss story from way back, right? Which is what got the ball rolling for this stuff. Why would you bring even more attention to yourself by dropping this? By dropping not even a song. You dropped like 5 songs. You dropped a EP and was like, yo, I'm about to admit everything y'all said I did, yo, I'm about to admit it. And you didn't even admit it. Like, you didn't admit, and the only thing you admitted was things that we didn't. Like, nobody really cares that you don't know how to read. I mean, I do, but nobody else really cares. You got this far. You know what I mean? I guess it's okay. I guess it's fine. I don't know, man. Obviously, the guy has a lot of issues, and, he needs help. And I think about how, they got Bill Cosby and all these other people for rape, with the whole Me Too campaign. You're next. My nigga, you have raped a lot of young women. Not even women, young girls, little girls, and you've gone under the radar for a long time, my dude. And it's like, nah, it's the end of the road for you, man. It's the end of the road. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. What else? Netflix. I want to do a segment on Netflix on this podcast and talk about some things I watched, some really good shows that you guys should check out. Maybe some shows you shouldn't check out, that I happen to come across. But anyway, I've been watching this show on Netflix called Marcella. Now it's a BBC show. So, yeah. You can find it, of course we don't have BBC out here. That's a British thing. That's in Europe. But nonetheless, it's a BBC show, and it's about this woman who used to be a detective, and she retired a long time ago. She got married and had some children, and I guess she wanted to live out the rest of her life, at home, being an at-home mom or whatever. And her husband dumps her. And it's like, yo, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm gone. I'm out. Peace. And so she decides to go back to work as a detective. I guess to take her mind off of the heartbreak and whatnot and things like that. And a murder happens. Right? Somebody gets murdered. And she finds out that the person that's murdered is the guy, the woman that her husband was cheating on her with, which was really interesting. It was a nice little twist. The only gripe I have with this show is the open twist. It's a lot of twist in this show where things just don't really make sense. But besides that, it's an okay show. I would recommend it to you guys. Understand, I would never recommend trash. You guys really definitely need to check it out. Other than that, I don't have anything really else to talk about. Next week, Monday, is a really good episode. I have a special guest. I will not give you his name. He wants to remain anonymous. But he's going to talk about his experience in the underground. The sex cult, I guess. I don't really know what you call it, but that's what it sounded like to me. But anyway, yeah, I will be interviewing this guy, and he's going to give us the lowdown on such things. So anyway, yeah, guys, look out for that Monday. So, I'm going to holler at you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. And, yeah, this is what am I talking about? Peace out.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.